For many OFW families, this house is not just a house. Sometimes this represents years abroad, missed holidays, double shifts, homesickness, and sometimes sacrifices most people usually don't see. And honestly, one wrong construction decision can affect something families worked hard for a very long time. After years practicing as an architect, I've noticed that OFW home projects carry a different emotional weight. You can feel it immediately during conversations. Because usually, this is more than construction. This is a dream people carried for years. Before you start building, I created a Build Cost Readiness Check to help property owners understand if their budget, timeline, and project expectations are already aligned before the construction begins. You can find the link in the description to access that Build Cost Readiness Check. And if this kind of content helps you make wiser decisions before building your home, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel. I share practical architecture advice for property owners, OFWs, and Filipinos who want to build with more clarity and less costly mistakes. One thing most people don't realize is this: building from abroad is emotionally exhausting, even before construction starts. Because while working overseas, many people are also saving money, supporting families, planning the future, and imagining the life they want to come home to one day. So naturally, expectations become so emotional. Families want their home to feel worth all the sacrifice. And sometimes that emotional pressure affects decision making. People rush timelines, approve things too quickly, and skip difficult planning conversations. Or they even move forward even if the system is very unclear. Not because they are careless, but because emotionally, they've been waiting for this moment for years. Building locally is already complicated. Mas complicated siya when the homeowner is abroad because now trust becomes a major part of the project. You're trying to manage the updates, payments, site progress, material decisions, changes, and even coordination while being physically far away. And honestly, this setup can become emotionally draining, especially when communication becomes hard and unclear. Sometimes homeowners abroad feel helpless because they cannot physically check the site regularly. So they rely heavily on professionals, their relatives, contractors, or to their delegated decision makers. And when there is no system to implement their project, small misunderstandings can turn into real costs that are expensive. One wrong material approval can lead to wasted orders. One unclear site instruction can lead to expensive rework. One missed actual measurement can delay cabinets, tiles, or even electrical work. These are not small mistakes when construction starts. This becomes extra labor, extra materials, and extra stress for the family. One thing I deeply understand about OFW projects is the excitement once construction becomes finally possible. After years of saving, families naturally want to see the progress immediately. Yung finally, yung project masisimulan na. And honestly, that excitement is very human. But this is also where the project becomes vulnerable. Because sometimes people start construction right away before fully resolving realistic budget, planning coordination, long-term functionality, scope clarity, and communication systems. And construction moves fast once momentum starts. And small planning gaps become larger problems during construction, especially when revisions happen mid-construction. Another thing people rarely talk about is how emotionally layered OFW projects become because of family involvement. Sometimes one family member handles site visits, another manages finances, another gives design opinions, while the OFW tries coordinating remotely. And everybody usually has good intentions. Clear systems, communication becomes difficult. Expectations become unclear, decisions overlap, especially because madaming nagde-decide, and the stress increases. That's why good planning is not just technical. It's also relational. Good planning protects people from unnecessary misunderstandings during already emotional situations. That is why I always believe that planning is one of the most important parts of building your dream house or any building. Because planning protects more than just the structure itself. It protects peace of mind, relationships, decisions, timelines, finances, and emotional trusts. Especially for families building abroad. Because when people feel informed and guided properly, construction becomes less emotionally overwhelming. Not perfect but calmer, and that matters most. One thing I deeply respect about OFW home projects is the sacrifice behind them. You can feel how families invested emotionally into the dream of finally building a home. And honestly, a house built through years of hard work deserves careful planning, clear communication, strong systems, and professionals who genuinely protect the process. Because for many properties, this is not just construction. It's part of their life story. So if you're an OFW or you are building a home with money earned from working abroad for years, please do not start from excitement alone. Start with clarity, check your budget, check your timeline, check your floor area, check if your expectations match the probable cost of the home you want to build. I placed the Build Cost Readiness Check in the description so you can get an initial idea if you're ready or not to build your dream home. And if this video is helping you, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps this channel reach more Filipino families who wants to build wisely after years of hard work. See you again in my next video.